All right. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is the HD version. Now, I should clarify this, that I'm not playing this on the Wii U. I am still playing this emulated on the PC. But I am playing the HD Wii U re-release, remaster, whatever of it. There is that. That is what I'm doing. That is my sort of hardware specs for this game. Um, I should forewarn you that, as you may know, there's a significant hurricane heading straight for us. And for some reason, we've been having some power trouble lately. I don't know if it's related to the storm or something else just sort of happened. I don't know. I'm not sure of exactly what's going on. I have not yet figured out what exactly the problem is. But the breaker keeps tripping in my corner of the house, which is where my computer is and where my internet comes in. So it's where a router is. So if I disappear, stick around for a little bit, at least. I will try. If it takes too long to reconnect, or if it doesn't look like it's going to stay reliable, then I apologize, and that'll have to be it for the night. But I'm gonna try and keep it going. We'll see what happens. Anyway, welcome to Twilight Princess. Let's do this. Get right into it, shall we? Oh no. Erica had the stupidest thought. Okay, here's something I'm gonna have to get used to. I have the controls set up to emulate what you're seeing here. Right? I have my Xbox equivalent controller set to emulate the Wii U Pro controller, which means, wait, what if we grab the two extension cords and plug the surge protectors into another plug in the house? Even if it trips, they're powered from another room? Like, that could work. I'd have to unplug everything. But, like, plug them, like, have the extension cord running in from, like, the bathroom in the hallway or something. I mean, if everyone will bear with me for the 10 minutes it'll take. I don't know. Yeah, if the breaker trips, that's what we'll probably try. That's what we're gonna try. I like this idea. Yeah, okay. It's worth trying. We'll see. If it doesn't, if we're good, then hey, we're good. But there's an idea that might try and fix it. Anyway, cool though. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Like I was saying, I have this. I have the buttons mapped like they are here on the Wii U Pro controller. I'm gonna have to get used to the inversion of A and B, because Nintendo controls go A B, Xbox controls go A B. So I'm gonna have to get used to this. Oh no, never mind. That's super comfy. Oh man, no, that's great. Why would any other game system? Dude, why would Xbox do it this way? This is dumb. Anyway, yeah, no, Nintendo Master Race. Link, obviously. Horse's named of course. Now let's go normal. Let's do normal so I can chat with you guys and not have to hyper focus. Jeez. All right, here we go. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? Kind of the opposite, but okay. They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who've left our world. That's why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. Enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Link. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? Good evening, Imsip. How you doing? Like I was saying, hopefully we stay connected, but we've been having some power issues. Well, we'll see. You've never been to Hyrule, right? In the Kingdom of Hyrule, there's a great castle, and around it is Castletown. A community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. And you should look upon it all with your own eyes. It's getting late. We should head back to the village. I'll talk to the mayor about this matter. Ooh, you wrote about 23 pages of your short, scary story. 23 pages is long for a short story already. Almost a novella. They're just chatting on their way back. I gotta say, Ordon Village is maybe the like homiest starting town. Or the homiest little town in Zelda history. Might make my picture smaller, you think? Sure. I already shrunk it a bit from how it was before. How's that? Hey, Link! You there? Top. It is top left. It's all the way up in the top left, currently. Wait, is it? Yeah, no, it is. Oh. Sim says the plot was would be a college student who's desperate to pass a stats test. Instead of studying, her friend recommends summoning a demon. Supposedly, they can bestow knowledge in science and math. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, aside from demons being just innately knowledgeable, we all know well enough that, you know, a lot of modern scientists are cavorting with demons. Hey, Link, you there? Hey, you mind helping me herd the goats? They ain't listening to me lately. Yeah, sure, I've been sleeping in. Hey, where's Epona? Oh, she ran off. Checks out a grimoire from the school library, conjures Astaroth. Tried not to laugh at work while doing research when I read a line in the story. The grimoire meets, oh. Now, let's see. Come on, hurry up and bring Epona with you. Now, let me see if I can find Epona. Ah, oh, man. See, like, okay, ordinarily, Link just does a relatively simple and straightforward, just, like, forward roll. Oh. Cool. Here, he does a very careful and well-practiced shoulder roll. Gotta find some rupees. This is how we make our money. Grimoire mentions Beelzebub. Often depicted as a fly. Yeah. Typical depiction, at least. Imagine main character saying, I don't imagine a fly would be great at teaching math. Envision her in a classroom while a giant fly teaches her math. Oh my god. Family Guy style cutaway. I mean, would you include that in the story? I don't know if that would set the tone. I mean, it could set the tone of the demons just being really quite silly, all told. Man, Link is so cool wearing his sandals. Oh, just a thought in your head, yeah. Oh, hi, Link. I washed Epona for you. What's her name? I forget her name. Not Malin, but she reminds me of Malin. Of course. It's the Epona song. Oh. Nope. Dismount. I still need to talk to, what's her name? It's such a nice melody. Epona looks happy. Well, she's all prettied up now, so I suppose you can ride her back. But don't you make her do too much, okay? I also kind of like that it is, maybe more realistically, it's spurs now instead of carrots. Imsim says, the theme of the story is nothing is free, everything has a cost. This is echoed through the story. The deal is she must give blood. As a ritual, she writes a demonic sigil. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna save real quick. Oops. I'm gonna be saving periodically tonight. This is not a normal thing I'm probably gonna be doing too much. But I am gonna be doing it periodically just because that's the way out of the village. Just because, like I said, I may be having power trouble, and if I do keep going, I don't want to have to basically start the game over. So. She's in a restroom mirror. More is needed. Father's a janitor. The demon takes him. Since he is her blood. Ooh, I like that. That's. Can't do that yet. I don't have a sword. Not even like not even a fake sword yet. Oh, come on. I need to get much better at horse riding. It's very integral to a lot of this game. I'd say at least 10 to 15% of this game is on horseback. Unlike most previous games where it was kind of a side thing. It was really just a way of getting around. I love it. I can talk from the horse. Ah, if it isn't young Link. Aren't you going to close down the ranch for the day? I just closed the shop myself. I'm sure you know all the mischievous monkeys they've been coming into the village lately. Those things worry me a bit. I'd better lock up tight here. I couldn't stand to have any more goods stolen. Can't trust that good-for-nothing husband to do anything right. Come on, Dad. You can't catch a silly little monkey. Well, no, I can't. Oh, listen to us babble on. I don't mean to keep you. All right, off to work with you. I'm from Florida. Florida isn't exactly the South. Now, I know people who are from the South, by which I mean, like, north of here. I'm from the part of Florida that is just sort of trans-American. This is my born and raised accent, what you're hearing right now, not the Southern thing. But of course, the Southern thing is more or less what a lot of people around me do. This is perfectly normal for a lot of folks around here. This is basically like a lot of the people I talk with, a lot of people I I'm around day to day, this sort of thing. Basically, it's like that. The southern accent you get in Florida, the almost deep south part, doesn't have the twang that you get in like the proper deep south. Not nearly as much. It's almost Texan in that sense. Oh, hi Link. I'm making you a fishing rod, you know. All I have left to do is paint it. So get ready for fishing. Ah, great timing, Link. It was something I had forgotten to tell you. My son Colin is making a fishing rod, so the two of you can play together. You should finish it today, so you come get it at the house tomorrow. Very cool. I like this guy. Why do you have... Oh, there's a mustache. I thought those were tusks for a second. Oh. Oh, Link. Looks like you're gonna help Fido. Good luck. Good job. He headed up to the ranch ahead of you. You go finish up your chores before the sun goes down. Ah, the music is just so cozy. Let me save again, just in case. Just in case. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Link. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Hard to ask, bud. And how's about you and Epona herd them into the barn real quick? Ain't got much time. You think you can do it for me? Sure. Why not? Much obliged there, bud. Okay, then. Go on and herd all these little scamps into the barn for me. No, go that way, you goof. They're really far out there. Come on. Come here, goats. Come on now. Yo, go on, get. Go on, get. Now, one more. Right? Yeah, one more. Get, no. Okay, keep going. Oh man, I love their horns. I forgot. Their horns are so cool. They're a connected circle. Nice. Link, Epona, much obliged to both of y'all. I can cover everything tomorrow without having to trouble you. So just sit back and relax, bud. You got it. Thanks. Oh, but, how about today? Want to practice with the fences? Just a spell, bud. I'll get fences set up. Cool. Oh, sorry that took so long. Okay, then. Y'all ride all you want. Are we doing jumpy jumpies? Y'all get tired of riding. Just jump the gate and head back into the village, okay, bud? Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but fine, whatever. I got it. I get the hang of it, more or less. Yes. Yeah, I know that. I already figured that out. Anyway, yeah. So I'm from Florida. Florida in the I actually think that's a weirdly fascinating little phenomenon that Florida is basically, it's more like Eastern Seaboard than it is like the South. don't know why that is really. I guess it has to do with the fact that it wasn't like, because maybe it's because of all the ports and things that Florida has always been, first of all, a bit Spanish. Second of all, a bit um, uh, linked more so to the eastern seaboard, that sort of thing. Maybe it's not. Um, oh, so your sister says we have to evacuate. It depends where. It depends where you are. Um, a lot of people are leaving, but a lot of it also comes down to the biggest factor is how close to the water you are. Right. This storm, same with Helene. The biggest threat is flooding. It's always going to be flooding. That was a problem in Appalachia, which was really what killed so many people and did so much damage up there. Was it overflooded rivers up in the hollers, up in the relatively narrow hollers that don't get that much rain that quickly, especially early in the autumn. Typically, they'd been having a dry spell, and that means the ground can't absorb very much water, and so torrential rains up the mountains starts terrible flooding. Down here, what you got to worry about more so than that is storm surge, which is where the wind of the hurricane blows the water, blows the seawater up and out of the sea, right? Which is what was so devastating about Hurricane Katrina, for example. Helene did a number on a lot of the beaches down a little bit south of us. We got some family down there, some in-laws and both my wife's and my family. And a lot of the beaches down like St. Pete Beach, those areas, the whole island that is like St. Pete Beach and Treasure Island and Clearwater Beach, and those basically were under several feet of water. The whole island was gone. All there was were buildings poking out, basically for more or less the duration of the storm. So the floods were the worst part. Where I live, I'm like 180 feet above sea level, so we don't have to worry about that kind of thing. We don't have to worry about flooding. We have to worry about wind, but with the wind force that is going to come through here, even a mid to high category hurricane is not going to. The wind alone is not going to do catastrophic damage to a house. Now, I forget who said this. Might have been Jeff Foxworthy, speaking of like Southern comedians, but it's not that the wind blows or even how the wind blows, it's what the wind blows. So if your house is going to get damaged really badly from a storm like this, just wind, especially if it's a new, relatively well-built house, like we've got like all concrete cinder block. We have basically it's cinder block structure. The whole structure is concrete. It's heavy. It's sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. Right? The house itself. The only concern is if, I don't know, a tree branch or whatever starts flying in those 100-mile-an-hour winds or whatever we wind up getting here. I've seen estimates anywhere from, oh, don't worry, it'll top out at 30, which is unrealistic, as much as we're going to get 150-mile-an-hour winds here, which is also unrealistic. So it's somewhere in the middle there. It's still going to be hurricane force winds, but it depends on like what it's blowing. If a branch, a big tree branch or something, flies at your house, propelled by 100-mile-an-hour winds. You've seen those. Okay, so you've seen like the like air-powered baseball cannons, right? Shoot that at a window and see what happens. That's not going anywhere near 100 miles an hour. They're not, well, sometimes, but not usually. And then now size that up, something larger. That's what we have to be concerned about, and that's why we have boarded up our windows, by the way. So we've got all of our windows except for the back door boarded up, and we're going to do the back door tomorrow. And that we got big sheets of plywood over the thing. So basically, if something does blow into the house, yeah, it might dent the walls, it might do some damage to something. It's not going to shatter a window open, which is when you start worrying about like air pressure of taking the roof off, kind of thing. Which again, probably won't happen. That's more like a tornado sort of thing. But if you start breaking windows, that danger becomes more. Right. Everything changed when the air nomad attacked. Yeah, like okay, that's the thing. You'll notice in Avatar: The Last Airbender that until Zahir in Korra, air is by far the least lethal of the elements in direct combat. Right? I don't care how strong of a gust of wind Aang bends at you. Unless you are flung back into something or off of something, the wind itself is not going to kill you. By contrast, if Ozai flamethrowers you, you then will die slowly and painfully. If Toph throws a rock at you, you die very quickly and probably painfully. If you get waterbend, that waterbending has a lot bigger, broader of a range of lethality. Yeah, you can get knocked around a little bit, or you can get cut in half, or you can get drowned. Right, so there's a wide range of lethality as far as waterbending goes. I'm a fan. Waterbending is kind of my favorite element. Um, but yeah, so that's the hurricane situation right now. Now, don't get me wrong, it's nothing to laugh at. Um, it's a hell of a storm, and my parents are a lot closer to the water. They're high up enough that they really don't have to worry about storm surge. They're like 40 feet above sea level or something, and the highest storm surge is going to be about 14 feet, which is huge, by the way. Like, don't say, "Oh, it's only." Go stand at the beach. Do this, and then add another 6 feet to that. That's 14 feet of storm surge. Like, it's devastating right near the water. Or if there's a lot of flat area, which in a lot of Florida there is. But up, like I said, up this way, the biggest issue is the other issue is also if like power lines start falling, or God forbid if trees get knocked over. That's where most house damage comes from, is like trees and things getting blown over and hitting your house and mashing a hole in it, and then the wind gets inside and tears everything up. But we don't have any trees. We had one that I'm actually very glad we got rid of recently. It was a this big wild cherry tree, and we're like at basically the peak of our neighborhood, the highest point of our neighborhood, and it was, because the thing was so tall and because it was so the like highest part of the neighborhood, it was the tallest tree in our entire neighborhood, and it was probably what, 30 feet tall, maybe 40 feet tall. It's a hell of a thing, and it just like we accidentally grew it. It happened to grow like in our side yard. Our new neighbor offered to have it cut down, and I'm very glad of that, because then we get two massive hurricanes in a row. So yeah, good thing. But yeah, it's gone. We cut it down. We got it for firewood. The firewood's never going to dry out because it's outside. But what are you going to do? Um, oh well. Eventually we'll bring it in or something. I don't know. Put shelter over it. Anyway, though, yeah, that's it. That was the only actually threatening tree. Because otherwise we have a magnolia tree, and that's not going anywhere. Magnolia trees basically evolved in hurricane force winds. They have such a broad root structure that they won't go anywhere. That and a couple of tiny little things that honestly, if I did manage to uproot them and fire them out of a cannon at our house with boards on the windows, nothing's gonna happen. So it's not like we have a big tree that will fall on the house and cause structural damage to it. So again, I'm not all that concerned about damage. Worst thing to worry about is power and water, like losing power, losing fresh water, those sorts of things. Which, man, that's inconvenient, but it's not the end of the world, thankfully. No, we're what, 30-40 miles north of Tampa, something like that. We're also maybe 20 or 30 miles inland. So, like I said, I've never lived this far from the sea before now. So I'm only just getting used to it. I grew up like less than a mile from the Gulf of Mexico. So we're in what you would call Central Florida. Basically, if you draw a line north from Tampa and a line west from Orlando, you'll hit our house. Oh, yeah, of course I'm rocking the Winders. We didn't have class today, obviously. Obviously. Because our school are cowards. Kidding. No, that's not true. That's slander. I shouldn't say that. Our school has a healthy sense of caution when it comes to hurricanes. That's what we have. So we didn't have class today. So I was just doing out doing hurricane prep stuff, helping with sandbags. I actually helped some folks from around town like load up sandbags and things while I was going getting some. So a Hawaiian shirt it is. Oh, you're like 19 miles from the closest beach. No, that's not too bad. Still only see the ocean a handful of times a year. Yeah, I mean, we're a little bit farther than that. And I'll also say, Helene completely destroyed the closest beach to us. Again, they had just rebuilt the park and the parking lot and the little snack bar and little bathrooms and stuff. And so it was a little state park, and I loved it. So nice. We went there like half a dozen times after they rebuilt the thing, and now basically the whole thing is just devastated again. And it's gonna take God knows how long to rebuild. Really disappointed. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. I did take advantage of it a lot as a kid growing up. We had a boat and everything. We went out fishing. We went out to the beach, all that kind of thing, all the time. But I feel like I miss it. I miss it a lot. Miss it. I don't miss the sun. I mean, we still have the sun here. Don't get me wrong, but I don't miss being out on the water where the sun is unavoidable. That was horrible. I'm almost sickly pale. You would think I would not miss the sun. Anyway. Hey, wake up, Link! It's morning already! I hate that I just committed to that voice. Because he's a recurring character. Whatever. Oh man, I love this house. I love Link's house in this one. Ah, he's got a little, like, what even is it like a little bookshelf, a reading nook? A little, like, widow's peak? I want to see again. Ah. Ah. Such a nice view, too. Oh, God. Why do I keep thinking that the look is inverted? I know it's not, obviously, but I just instinctively think my look, like, my vertical inverted. Oh, well, whatever. Nice. Ah, God, I love this. Oh, Oron Village gives you Shire vibes. Is it the whole, like, constructed in trees? Like, into, but not on top of trees? Because I really like that, architecturally. How would you rate Link's outfit at the beginning of the game? Not my favorite. It's cool. It's got layering to it. The layers are cool. I don't get it, though. It's not really my vibe, if you will. I don't understand the purpose of this shirt sleeve. If it were armor, I would kind of get it, but it's not. It's just a sleeve. Like, huh? Anyway, it's not my favorite. There are other starting outfits that I like better. The pajamas from Wind Waker, I think, are a little better. The pre-armor outfit from Skyward Sword, I actually really dig. It's down here. I have a basement. Oh. It's real dark in the basement. I need a lantern. Oh god, that's right. This game has the lantern as a major plot item. I forgot about that. Oh man, it uses R, like the button, right shoulder button, rather than the right trigger, doesn't it? Huh, okay, that's gonna throw me off a little. That's fine. I dig that he's got, like, shorts and sandals, though. Like, chillest Link.
Oh, Link, did you hear? selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot!
Wonder how powerful it is. I must try it. Tallow, if you and Mallow want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop.
Do you see any rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan it to us for a while?
I mean, they're capris, I guess. Sure, whatever. They're short pants. There's some manner of short pants. Pablo loves this game so much. Yeah, so do I. So do I. This is in the running for my favorite. It's in the running for my favorite. I think that the plot is a little bit stretched out and a little bit sloppy. But the aesthetic is great. The feel of it is good. The gameplay is like top notch. The world design is probably the best. I can't say that necessarily, because Tears of the Kingdom, it is pretty damn good world design. From what I've seen, I haven't actually played it yet, but I mean, hey, look, it's a weird night for streaming, and I was late, so yeah, maybe other people will show up. We'll see as we go. But yeah, I love this one. Aesthetically, I've got a like art design. I gotta have Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is my favorite art design. And I think Ocarina of Time is probably a better structured game. Is a better game overall. But this one's really good. Really good. You know I get in trouble for that. If you two want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. I wish I was born into a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water wheel. Born into a family with a slingshot is really the silliest thing. Oh, I missed. Oh man. Can I say how much I really like that rocks don't just explode when you throw them anymore? They just realistically, fall to the ground. But they do explode if you hit something with them, I guess. So. I just finished the fishing rod I was making. I thought I'd give it to you the first thing in the morning, but my dad said just wait until Link comes to get it. That's why I didn't bring it to you. Dad's out today, so would you ask my mom about it? I think she's by the river. Okay. Have the day off from work, don't you, Link? You have to give Epona a day off too, poor girl. Oh, well, okay, fine. Well, hey, morning, Link. Got a day off from work today, my boy. Not me, yeah, the wife's been hassling me. Today's the day to restock our store. Look, see that? Up there in that tree. You can get a view by diegetic control scheme explanations. I thought we were past this. Yeah, some Ordon bees built themselves a fine nest up there, and I was thinking of knocking it down. Our cat hasn't come home since yesterday, so the wife's in a bad mood. At the very least, I need to bring her something home. I need to bring something home to her. Okay, I would like to buy a slingshot. It's locked. Why? Ido's house. Oh, is this the store? Yeah. Sarah's Sundries. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh. Oh my, it's young Link. Welcome, dear. You didn't happen to see my little cat out there, did you? He ate the fish we were going to have for supper last night, and I gave him a good scolding, but then he went out and hasn't returned. I'm so fraught with worry for him, I've exhausted myself. Can I buy a slingshot? Wait. You have a photograph of your cat. And a mousetrap. This cat must not be very good at cat things. And, mousing. Anyway. I forgot the bizarre anachronisms of this world, of any Zelda world. Mayor's house. Ordon water wheel. There's the cat. Yo, Link! Up here. Hey, there you go. Over here. Well, yeah, your voice carries well, as usual. Maybe you can teach my takes that. Z targeting. L targeting, whatever. Climb up those vines there, Link. Okay. Why not? Yo, there you are. Check this out. You know Sarah at the general store? Well, isn't that her cat over there? She's been sitting there next to my house having a staring contest with the creek. I don't suppose he's thinking about catching a fish, do you? Cat can't catch no fish. Anyway, that's not what I was meaning to talk to you about. I want you to take a look at something. He looks like Kreese from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. Doesn't he? Maybe it's the like 6 head. See that grass growing there on the edge of that rock? Haven't I seen you whistling with that stuff? I figured it's pretty rare to see it growing in a place like that, so I thought I'd let you know. Bet you could hop across these rocks, don't you think? Yeah, maybe. This is... I wish this mechanic came up more in this game. I don't need that. I mean, I need it. I don't need the tooltip. Alright, Hawky. Come kill the monkey for me. Yeah, this mechanic does not come up nearly enough. I wish this were a more used mechanic in this game. It's such a cool one. But I think it really stops being significant after, you know, after just a couple of, a few uses here and there. Go kill that monkey, please. You missed. Bird! Please, bird. Please, bird. Stop sucking. Better to be loved or feared? Loved. Like, that's... Love is the nature of reality. So, yes, obviously. Let's try this again, shall we? Hey, look, a pram. What do I do with this? What is this for, anyway? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was you, Link. I was thinking maybe I could knock it down by throwing rocks at it. No, you need the slingshot that is in your own shop. Ow! They don't hold back with the stinging, do they? I guess rocks won't work. Okay. Well. Where'd I put the pram? There it is. Is this for you? Good morning to you, too. Did you come get the fishing rod the Colin made? Really sorry, but would you hear me out first? You've not seen a cradle come floating by here, have you? It's a baby's cradle made of finely woven tree bark. Such misfortune. How far could it have drifted, I wonder? I have it. Here. I had placed it by your feet. Oh, Link, that cradle. There's the one thing. That's the one thing about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You can climb over anything practically. Yeah, being able to like see and go wherever. All of the invisible walls in most Zelda games. Tears of the Kingdom is much more explory. It's much more. Honestly, it feels much more inspired by something like Skyrim than by older classic Zelda games. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't fit. It doesn't feel right for a Zelda game to me. That part does. Did you go to the trouble of finding it for me? My thanks to you. Oh, that reminds me. There's something I'm supposed to give to you. Do you think you can carry that cradle, come back, and come with me back to my house? Sure. For once, it actually makes sense for the NPC to be walking like almost unbearably slow, because, you know, she's pregnant. And going uphill. I forget if she has her baby at some point over the course of the game. My thanks to you, Link. Yes. I'd nearly forgotten. I'm supposed to give you this. Alright, here you go. Pregnancy brain. Got a fishing rod. Okay, cool. You can fish without bait. You can catch a larger variety of fish with bait. A little unpolished. My son Colin made this under the instruction of his father. You can use it if you like. I will. Thank you. And let's save too. Okay, so I need a fish for the cat. Get the cat back. I need the cat. Get slingshot to shoot down the wasp nest. Bee, hornet, wasp, whatever. All this then. What is all this? Nice. Huh. Maybe... Oh, I already have a Triforce tattoo. Maybe it can take down the wasp nest. I kind of feel bad asking a hawk to do such a thing, but... excuse me, maybe it can. Let's try, shall we? Go on, get it. Hey, it worked! I didn't honestly expect that to work. Pumpkins. Jaglin Perky and Tallow and Mallow's house. Alright. Wow, look at all the pumpkins. And the cool doll with a cool sword. That's a nice little wooden sword. Hi, Link. Welcome. If you're looking for my hubby, he took a break from working and went outside. Wouldn't be surprised if he's taking a nap somewhere. He's in the middle of making a shield for Colin's dad, Russell, right at the moment. See it? Right over there. It looks like it's far from being done. Sorry he came all this way to find him out and about. Okay. Hello, doggy. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Oh yeah, we're more or less fine. like I said, it's there's plenty of caution to be had. Don't get me wrong, but it's best not to panic, you know. Oh, hi, cat. Oh no. Hey. Okay, cat doesn't like me right now. I might catch you a fish. Oh, jeez, that's not what I intended. You never you never imagined Ordonians speaking with a southern accent, really? With their can't I like mess with it? The control sticks aren't letting me do that. What? I have to hold it, don't I? How stupid of philosophy questions can you ask? Like, don't anger me. I don't know. Green Gill. Hey, Meower. Can I keep it and give it to the cat? Oh, you just finished Dancing with the Stars. Nice. With how much they say stuff like y'all, I would say that like Ordonians. There you go. Speaking with a southern accent, it just seems right, you know. They're just down home country folk, you know. They're just from out there in the middle of nowhere, out in the outskirts of that there Hyrule. Oh my god, they got a cute little cat door. Alright, let's go. Sorry, birds. Rubies. Oh my, Link. You simply must hear this. Just take a look. My little kitty Link came back. Wait, the kitty's name is Link too? And he brought a fish back with him. He was worried about me being angry. Oh, just look. Isn't he so cute? The way he laps up that milk. Say, my dear, why don't you have some too? I'm in a good mood, so it's on the house today. I got milk in a bottle! Sweet. Oh, don't worry. You don't have to return the empty bottle, my dear. You can reuse it, you know, put something else in it. Recycling's a very important thing, my dear. I'm sure you'd never have anything of the sort, but the kids these days toss things out like the whole world was disposable. It's criminal. So what do you say, my dear? Is there anything you want today? 30 rupees. I have enough. I'd love to buy the slingshot. What are you doing buying a slingshot, you naughty thing? You're too old for toys. Will you at least let the kids play with it? Oh, I should tell you. If you can happen to run out of pellets, you can also use pumpkin seeds. Awesome. Children love this item. No, wait, no. See you soon. I feel that's an internationalism trying to regionalize specifically America. Y'all, you mean? Oh, using a hawk. Brilliant. Maybe I start practicing my grass whistle. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Excuse me. Excuse me some more. Oh, Mayor Bo's house. Oh, hey, Link. Sounds like Fado's handling things at the ranch on his own today. He's up there alone. I always figure some calamity or other's gonna happen. Whoa, a goat got loose. It's heading straight for town. Somebody stop it. Awesome. Oh, Fado did it again. Those goats have been awful skittish lately. You always got to be on your toes. Sorry about that, Link. Thanks to you, that goat didn't get away. Go home, goat. Hey? Oh, did you need Ilya for something? Sorry, Sonny. I was told that if you came by today, I wasn't to let you inside. He says, do you think of British people doing American accents? And it always skews to southern drawling, and Japan does similar things with game translations. That is true, actually, isn't it? I think southern is probably the most distinctive American accent. I would say maybe it's Texan, but foreigners can't do Texan. They absolutely can't do Texan. I'm sorry, it just can't work. Whether that is Canadians outside of, like, Northwest Territory, give or take. And I guess like New York. Like New York or maybe Boston, those sorts of things. Are pretty distinctively American, but they're hard to do. You know, they're hard to get right and not sound like a cartoon character. Or same with, I guess, like Valley Girl, California kind of thing. That's kind of doable, but it winds up being an exaggeration, you know? That's why I just love the good old-fashioned transcontinental accent. She's locked herself in her room, working like crazy or something. Accent and speech pattern. Foreigners sound more Georgia Southern to me. Slower, more languid. Now what? I guess that's kind of it. I don't think I have much else to do. A rupee. I'm gonna save again. Again, just in case I wind up with power troubles. As I said, I don't know if it's a storm coming in or what, but we've been having issues lately. By lately, I mean, like, today. Ah, cool! It does work! Wow. Okay. Milk. Bee larvae. Therefore, fishing bait. Text system may sounds a bit faster. Maybe they just talk faster than they're there to begin with. I've watched a few of the accent breakdown videos they do with the dialect coach, Eric Singer, though, I think. I don't know Eric Singer. Interesting, though. I am generally pretty fascinated by accents. Um, I've done some. Oh, wow, I made it. Um, I've done some actual study of accents, particularly looking at them in terms of what would you say? In terms of phonetic structure, um, where things like tonal shifting, like what direction your tone flows naturally, where in your mouth you tend to be speaking. And that applies to foreign accents as well as some like certain phoneme shifts and stuff like that. Because like for example, something I learned in college when a bunch of friends of mine were learning Russian is that Russian is spoken, and therefore the Russian accent with any language um, is spoken downward. So English tends to go either up down or down up, depending on what we're trying to inflect. Russian always goes from high and then it trails down to low. Any sentence structure is going to begin high and then go low. Every time you speak, it goes lower. That's like more than 50% of like what makes the Russian accent distinct. I guess I'll go over to the other place with the other fish. That's it. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do today. Just got a day off, playing around, collecting rupees in the bushes, gone fishing. Gone fishing. Good job absolutely one-handing it, Link. Another green gill. Alright, that'll do. That'll do fine. Let's move right along. Alright, let's go up to the ranch, I guess. Yeah? I will say that this is the first game where the like character animations make Link seem to be genuinely athletic. Like, look at this. Look at that jump. That is like a graceful side leap or the backflip where he actually lands with his feet apart and like one foot after the other and does a proper shoulder roll rather than a just sort of somersault. Nice. So Mandarin has float tone rising, tone falling tone, float tone rising tone falling tone, and a mixed tone called falling rising. Depending on the tone, the word means something different. Yeah, that's very cool. I like tonal languages. It makes accents difficult to do, though, I will say. Just because we don't have that, right? We don't have meaning shifts, especially for like word meaning shifts. Aside from, I guess, connotation, we don't have that kind of shifting in English, or honestly, most Western languages don't. And so it's one of those things where I assume, at least, that it makes tonal versus non-tonal languages mutually difficult to learn. I would think so, at least. What's going on, Link? I thought I told y'all to take the day off, but everything's fine around here. I'm keeping a close eye on these scamps, and that's the truth. Okay, well, see ya. I'm gonna go check out what's going on in the forest, I suppose. Why not? Yeah, I will say, I think that this configuration works. But if anything is weird, like I should move my camera or move the Ko-Fi chat or whatever, which by the way, feel free to donate. It's right down there, ko-fi.com/ProfessorMcCoy. If I should move any of that, let me know what you think. Oh, just in time, Link. I just delivered something to your room. Oh, I see you got the fishing rod. Colin will be pleased, and it worked better than you'd think, right? Well, have a good one. A spooter. No more spooter. It fucking exploded. Alright, cool. On a separate note, Imsim asks my dumb philosophy question. Is it racist or bigoted to be primarily attracted to one particular race or ethnic group, whether it be your own or another? Probably not. I don't think so. A lot of that is vaguely genetic, I think. Or maybe not genetic, but like... Oh, cool, wooden sword. Just press B. Sweet. Oh, you call them speeders. Yeah, I guess. I like spooter or spoder. Ah, it's nice to be a lefty again. Oh man, I broke its helmet. Awesome. Okay, cool. Man, the combat feels so impactful. I dig it. I dig it a great deal. Oops. Grace is something to keep in mind when learning languages. It's actually easier to learn ones at the same time, which don't use the same or similar speaking or alphabet systems. That's very true. That is very true. Me learning Latin has done terrible things to my ability to speak Spanish. Yeah. I will accidentally just replace words in Spanish. If I'm trying to speak Spanish to somebody, I will accidentally just, like, either without noticing, I will just insert Latin words into it, or grammar structures, or I will just forget the Spanish word and either have to defer to Latin or English. And I got far more fluent in Spanish than I ever have been with Latin because you don't speak Latin, you read it. So, yeah, absolutely a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna let Epona take the day off. Just chill, dude. Chill. Nice. Sim says, fun fact, when I played this game as a kid, my dad tore down this old shed in our backyard, and a piece of wood was vaguely shaped like the wooden sword from Twilight Princess. Kept it and swung it until it was a toy until my parents threw it away. Oh man. I had a particular upbringing in that my parents always bought us an abundance of food and snacks, and they hardly ever bought us toys. I mean, we get our kids toys, and honestly, God, both of our families, mine more so, get our kids all manner of so many toys. But they still generally prefer the like more homemade type of stuff, you know, the more homemade kind of like, you know, sticks and stuff that they cut out of paper and construct together, and that kind of stuff. That's still kind of their as of this age at least, that's kind of their preferred method of fun. Wait, Sticks and Brooks used to play with, pretending they were swords or guns? Wait, Brooks? You mean like rock? Was that a typo, or did you actually mean brooks? Like little streams? I think it messed... okay, he says, I think it messed me up by making me somewhat materialistic. I see it as living artificially poor in one sense. A suburban typical upbringing cable TV has in suburban video games, but I missed out into toys. Oh, brooms. Okay. I got plenty of toys, but I also... I like to use this as an example for the kind of psychological impacts that early... not even necessarily education, but early education or early media exposure can do to you. I have since then developed something of a hoarding problem. And it is largely because I grew up obsessed with Toy Story. I was Andy's age when both the first and second movie came out, and the third for that matter. And so I hyper empathized with Andy, and so I considered my toys, even the ones that I just sort of made to be Forky, as it happens, to be hyper significant to me psychologically speaking. So I have psychologically trouble to this day throwing things out. It's because of that. And I acknowledge that it's silly and it's dumb and it's just a weird factor of my upbringing in psychology, but doesn't mean I can shake it. Anyway, but yeah, that's a weird thing I do. Weird thing about me. It's one of those things that it can really affect you, like the media exposure you have, or little things in early education. I relate this a lot to C.S. Lewis, to The Abolition of Man, where he talks about this kind of thing, influence that early education can have without us noticing. Impson says, I watch commercials and want those toys, never got them. I did get video games. I address this now as an adult, telling my parents why they did what they did. My mom says that she didn't have much either and didn't think it was necessary. She could have gotten us better toys, but didn't see it as a priority. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. I hate how susceptible my kids are to commercials. Because they spent the first several years of their life basically without commercials. Because more or less what they would watch on TV when we put TV on for them was stuff that was either stuff on DVD, or it was Disney Plus, which initially at least didn't have commercials. What we have still does. My parents got it, and they have the commercial-free one. And they never watched cable TV or anything. Nothing with commercials. Or we'll just stream stuff from online that's ad-free. They never had commercials until the last year or so, when my parents got Paramount Plus, but the version with commercials. And so they watch stuff on Nickelodeon and things like that sometimes, like Paw Patrol. They love Paw Patrol, and a few other things like that. And it has commercials. And suddenly, it's like an invasive species being introduced to an environment that has no defense against it. Or it's like, maybe a better example, it's like they've been infected with smallpox. They have no defense against commercials. These ads and commercials just pop up, and then suddenly they are obsessed with whatever it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, Monica, our younger daughter, third, she's picked up a habit from my friend Larry's daughter of around the same age, slightly older. Whenever a commercial comes in and interrupts her show, she goes, "Ugh, commercials." And the older kids hate it because they love the commercials because it's cool toys and stuff, and they want stuff that they now want because they were just told that they want it. Anyway, that's the conflict in our house. One of many conflicts in our house. The other conflict is getting them to clean, but that's a separate thing. Oh no. Great. In the grocery store with mom as a kid with a basket with all the nicer branded products spewing the sales slogans. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I can see that sometimes. I do that sometimes. Sim says, the irony is my mother loves jewelry and always tells my sister and I what she likes when we walk past a jewelry store in the mall. She's like a child trying to tell you what they like before Christmas. Yeah.
Link is a slingshot. Wow.
Wow, you had enough money to buy it, Link? Oh boy. I get to do target practice. I get to demonstrate to you all how much I suck at this. Preparations complete.
Oh wow, that's great. Let's see how powerful that slingshot is. Hit the targets and those scarecrows.
I can't believe you two brats are just obsessed about this. It just shows what little boys you both still are. These two idiots will never shut up about it, so I guess you'll have to show them, Link. I mean, you guys can try. I have no problem with that. Yeah! Yeah. Gee, you hit it.
But it didn't. You hit it, but it didn't break.
Link, if you can't damage the body, then aim for the face. The face! Oh god, my look invert. There's no look invert. Hey, there we go.
Whoa, you hit it! You hit it!
I looked at the manual in the store. Okay. Oh, Z. Oh. I thought you weren't interested, Beth. Oh, so that's how that works. It's just telling me about Z targeting. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Oh. There we go. My look is not inverted, and it's throwing me off a little bit, because I just realized that it was in the previous games.
Whoa, amazing, Link.
Going back to earlier related point, where he says, I've gotten a lot of flack for this. I think I mentioned I'm Hispanic growing up. Oh. Yeah. Growing up in American TV made me like certain things, like elusive toys. Another thing it made me like was a preference for finding white women attractive. I've tried to unravel this. I think it's partially watching shows like Goosebumps, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. Okay, I mean, yeah, a lot of it's a familiarity effect, and a familiarity effect where it's familiar in a way that is enticing or elusive, and that's something that you already are wanting and liking and attracting to, and that sort of thing. And like I said, our let's say broadly speaking, our sexual proclivities are formed in a lot of ways by things that we grow up with before we sexually mature, So yeah, that's definitely that kind of thing. Your type, I guess you'd say, rather than sexual proclivities. That makes it sound like you're developing kinks. That's not what I mean. Like developing a type. Yes, thank you. That is a much nicer and much better way of saying that. Sorry. Amsim says, I think the other thing is I'm open to dating other races, but not Hispanics. Oh, interesting. I think this is because I sort of see the toxicity, general trauma with Hispanic women. Oh, so familiarity breeding contempt, yeah. There's something to that. It's a kind of exogamous instinct, if you will. A lot of people get that. A lot of people, especially with big families that might have issues concerning relationships with those families, it's easy to get turned off by that sort of thing early on, I think. Again, I'm no psychologist. It's not my specialization at all, but a lot of this is relatively straightforward and surmisable, They say Hispanic women are crazy and overbearing. Okay, they do say that. You're right. They say that a lot. I think growing up with my sister, mom, and grandma made me think I want the same for my kids. Okay, all right. I can see where you're coming from. It makes sense, I guess. Again, seeing the negative aspects of something even of a stereotype from up close can sort of inspire that kind of reaction, Yeah. Grace says, I mean, I can be attracted physically to white guys or women being bisexual, but it's specifically a better relationship with non-white people, more specifically men. Interesting. Again, I don't know. It's a lot of that is a lot of what forms our sort of sexual attractions is opaque to us. mean, you can dig into it and try and figure some of it out, and you probably can figure some of it out, but I mean, that's what psychologists are for. Or psychiatrists, I should say. Or that's what a careful emotional deep dive into your own past psyche is for. Is that too? Sam says, I haven't dated a Hispanic woman in over 10 years, so I was 15. Oh, okay. When I kissed Hispanic women, I felt like I was kissing my sister, and mom felt wrong. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. I see. I get it. I get that. I get that. I mean, I don't really have a similar experience because I don't have any sisters. I'm an only child, so I can't really. And I didn't really even grow up with cousins my same age, so most of my family were substantially older or substantially younger. So I didn't have that particular sort of turn off. I guess you'd say. I don't know. You get flack for dating white women since high school. That's another thing. I mean, it can be a kind of it can read as a kind of betrayal of your family, or even a contempt for your family. Which, I mean, maybe it is in some deep psychological sense, but nothing culpable, I don't think. Nothing actually harmful or malicious, certainly. Funny thing that Grace mentioned is white women I've dated typically said they preferred Hispanic guys, so we kind of found each other. Nice. See, again, that's phenomenal. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. Find someone who you like, who likes you. That is the type. There you go.
Gee, you really are amazing, Link.
Yeah, you are. You can use swords and slingshots and everything.
Yeah, that reminds me. You've got to teach us how to use a sword, too. Seriously, lately those monkeys have been coming out of the woods and playing tricks on us. We want to get them good. Come on, teach us how to use a sword.
I've completely dropped the southern accent for the kids, I just realized, but whatever, it's fine. They watch too much television. Like those kids who learn a British accent from watching Peppa Pig, and my kids who say weirdly Australian things because they watch Bluey. Grace says, piggybacking off my point, I've dated more white men than non-white men, but my main two best relationships with Indian men, specifically. That's more non-material fundamental blocks, relationally speaking. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure because I mean I'm a relatively plain white guy, and I married a relatively plain white girl, so I don't know. Like we're both like that sort of mixed, that racially mixed, generic white American thing. I mean, I can trace my ancestry more or less, particularly on my mom's side, because my three great grandparents on my mom's side were all immigrants, so they came through Ellis Island. Three came from Italy. Sorry, not true. Two came from Italy. One came from Sicily, and one came from Poland. So there you go. That's half. The other half has been in Indiana since forever, basically, since they invented corn. Not to say that they're Native American. They just kind of trickled over here at some point, unbeknownst to most people. They changed, and like, yes, Italian is spicy white. I agree. I just don't look it because I'm blonde hair, blue eyed. I get that from the very slight amount of Polish and the like Scotch Irish from my dad on my dad's side. It's basically everything, broadly speaking, Northern European. So there's some Scottish, mostly Scottish. There's some English. There's some Irish. There's I think there's some French, all kinds of stuff. The majority is Scottish. My aunt did the big old family tree. Actually traced our ancestry back to a cousin or nephew or something of William Wallace. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Best Catholic hits of Europe. Yeah, Jacobites. I got the Italians. I got a little bit of the French, which used to be nice and Catholic. Got the Polish, absolutely, and I got the old Jacobite Scottish, which again, my family, if you trace it back, are the very Jacobite kind of northern Scottish, the northern clans that fought for the Stuarts and all that. The McDonald clan. The original spelling of my last name is McCaig, McQuagge. But they changed the spelling when they came to America. Changed to something equally inscrutable, which is McCoy with a GE. Whatever. I actually don't know if it was changed when they came over here, or if it was already different, or if it was like a split off from McCaig. But anyway, it's derived from McCaig, which is part of Clan MacDonald, which is sort of northern Scottish and Hebridean up in the islands up there. And we were largely known for piracy, raiding, and fighting the English. So good stuff. Good stuff in general. Oh, you want to be white because I'm conservative and date white women. Jesus. Yeah, that's a little bit. I don't know if that's harsh, but a little bit. I don't like that weird cultural thing that you've got to act like your race. And I've never liked that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm white, which is kind of the American default that I kind of don't like that idea. But I always say I've never wanted to be white. I like seasoned food. Look, I love seasoned food. I'm Italian. I'm viscerally disgusted by some of the not by Southern cooking. Southern cooking, I'm delighted by. I'm viscerally disgusted by things that quite frankly, that my wife grew up with. Things like beanies and weenies, which is just can't do it. Can't do it. It's chopped up hot dogs in canned baked beans. Why did you do that? Anyway, I mean, money. I mean, it's cheap, but just get pork and beans. Just get pork and beans. And then, put a bunch of spices in it. Anyway, whatever. The dream is for a Mexican to marry an Italian, then marry someone who's half Polish and half Irish. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Like, that's like Catholic supremacy right there. Absolutely. Yeah, like I have an extremely high spice tolerance. I like one of my favorite seasonings I just sort of use for damn near everything is a chili crisp, which I make myself because I make it with dried Thai chilies. There's like Thai red chilies, the ones that like if you accidentally touch them and then touch any part of your face, it will turn bright red and it will burn for most of the day. That kind of thing. They're awesome. I love it, and I just sort of simmer those into peanut oil with garlic and diced onion, minced onions, and some different sauces and paprika and some seasonings and that sort of thing into like this chili crisp oil. Awesome stuff. Put it in like all kinds of things. It's so good, and it's wildly hot, which does mean that the kids know better than to steal my food, which is nice. Not Monica. Monica loves spicy stuff. I'm so proud of that little girl. She is 2 years old. She eats things damn near as spicy as I do. Anyway. Ray says, I'm Irish more strongly, and my dinner was literally the Korean samyang, spicy the buldak chicken carbonara noodles. Is that the one that Denmark banned? Yes. Those are so good. They're so good. The buldak ones. They're expensive though for like instant ramen. They're like $3 each or something crazy. Like, I don't know. They were banned because people were people were complaining about it. As far as I understand, I don't think it was like a legal ban so much as it was they're just discontinued in Denmark because people were like actively complaining to grocery stores. Yeah. All right, let's do a sword. Let's teach these kids how to sword. Yeah, get your sticks, kids.
All right, first off, we want to see that move. The slice. You just swing with B, right?
Yeah!
Yeah! A horizontal slice! Was that it? Was that? I think I've seen you do a vertical slice before, too. Oh, I want to see that other move, Link. Yeah, the one where you just tilt.
And stab. Oh, please. The stab. That's not right.
That was so great.
That was so great, Link. But that wasn't a stab. What are you mumbling about? Link did that on purpose. I mean, right, Link? Yeah, shut up. It was so great, but it wasn't a stab. But I'm doing it for what's his name? Oh, Link, it's just amazing. I don't know any of these kids' names because it doesn't tell me their names when they speak. I wish it did. That is one of these things that most of the Zelda games usually did. It showed like the name down there, like there was a little nameplate when it. Not airbending slice either, but no. Although we do a little bit of airbending in this game, the Gale boomerang, which is not my favorite boomerang, but it is a nice one. Since you're at it, how about you show us that other move? You know, little twirly thing, the spin attack. I'm not going to read out the diegetic instructions. Nice. Oh, you get the pack of 5 single packs. The band was the white spice intolerant Karens. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, wow, thanks, Link. Sorry you have to waste your time with these little brats when you must be tired from doing all the important stuff you do.
Hey, wait. You gotta show us the jump attack before you go.
I already did that.
You know, what do we go? Hey-ah! And leap through the air.
Do you ship Link and Ilia in this game? 100%. I mean, it's tough because I also kind of ship Link and Midna.
Whoa!
I also kind of ship Link and Midna, but I can't. She's the first of all the cute girl next door, and then second of all she's the girl that you need to rescue. That you're trying to rescue for the first half of the game. And that's another thing about this game that I don't like very much, is that it seems like most of the story is meant to be rescue Ilia. But then that happens halfway through the story, and then there's a whole rest of the game, which is massive after that. But again, that's kind of an issue with that, like with the structural aspects of the storytelling of this game that I don't like as much. I don't love it. I don't love that part. I don't know. I don't know that bit. You think Link goes severely underkissed in every game? Skyward Sword is an exception. There is a very very plain, very obvious, very direct romantic arc between Link and Zelda in Skyward Sword, and it's adorable. It's wonderful. It's delightful. It's beautiful. It's wholesome. Just great. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, Tallow, Mallow, Colin, Ilia. Wait, no, Colin is one of their dads. I think his dad. Or no, Colin. No, you're right. No, Colin's the blonde kid. He's not here. What's his dad's name? Wait, so it's Colin's Russell's kid. That's it. Okay. God, this is tough. Yeah, I don't remember which one's the girl. What is the girl's name? Anyway, maybe I'll figure it out eventually. So, I think I kind of get it. Kind of. Maybe not. This means that any time one of those naughty monkeys shows up. What? Monkey! With a funky little hat. Come here, you! Don't do that. Will you dance out of your chair when you get to Castletown Mallow Mart? I will not dance out of my chair. I will be happy about it, though. I do love me the Castletown in this game. It's probably my favorite Castletown. Tallow and Mallow went chasing like crazy people after that monkey. Can't keep up with those two. Okay, let's go. Oh, maybe it is a flower. Whatever. It's a flower hat. He went that way. The rest is up to you, Link. Come on, Epona, let's go. Thanks, girl. Let's go. Ooh. Come on. So fast. You would put on the magic armor, walk in front of them, and pretend to be captain of the guard. That's kind of awesome. Huh. This is all very nice. Not care that you're losing rupees. That's kind of awesome. I kind of love that. Oh, hello. Oh. Whoa, an Ordanian. Ordanian, hey guy. Listen, I'm not sure you should be wandering around the woods without a lantern. Just because it's daylight doesn't mean it's safe. There are tons of caves and dank spots around here. They get pretty dark, even in the middle of the day. Here, go on, take this. Okay. You got a lantern. Okay. Okay, make sure to refill it. See, I sell lantern oil here. I'm trying to drum up sales by giving away free lanterns. It's a business tactic, guy. See, as long as you got oil to fuel your lantern, you can light your way to set fire to stuff. They're the best. Oh, he has two sisters. One runs a canoe minigame, the other the fishing pole. Oh, you're obsessed with the one from the fishing pole, aren't you? Try setting a fire under that big pot. Okay. Oh, well, let me save, I guess. I will say, I'm rather glad. Wait, which big pot? Oh, this big pot. That's right. See, it's on fire, guy. Yeah. Keep using that lantern anytime you feel the need. And if it runs out of oil, you come see me to get it refilled. Okay. I will. Thanks, guy. Dudeman. British colony of Nova Scotia. Is it technically? I mean, it's not technically, but I mean, basically, I mean, more or less. I need a bomb or something to get through that. Thanks for the lantern, guy. You found a play wooden sword. It's tallows. I got 50 seeds. Use them with your slingshot. As long as Charlie's on their money, they're a British colony. Yeah, alright, I grant you that. Oh, did they actually switch it to Charlie? See, here's the thing. We don't actually switch our money to the new ruler. We just kind of keep the old one. We just leave the old ones, the long dead ones, on our money. As is the Roman way. Yeah. Huh. You can kind of tell based on his motions, like the exaggerated thing, that this was very like the animation was clearly done with Wii motion controls in mind. Now, unlike Skyward Sword, it works perfectly fine without motion controls. Like, you don't need the motion controls for the game to work, because it was designed like for the Wii alongside GameCube. But you can tell that it was designed with it in mind. Okay, so wait. Okay, I know that technically Canada is not a British colony, but aren't you still part of what's called the Commonwealth? And doesn't that mean that you're British in some sense? Like, I actually don't know what sense that is. Like, in what sense you're British? Ah, it's not good. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'll get used to it eventually. What's this? Under the Confederation Act of 1867. Huh. Newfoundland was the longest to stay a British colony. Interesting. But yeah, what is with that anyway? I actually don't like the torch sconces. Is there a reason? No, don't like you. Oh, because you want me to. Okay, sure, why not? I'll waste lantern oil. There. Happy? Himsim says Mexico was originally going to be like Canada, where the King of Spain would also be Emperor of Mexico. We said no. Yeah, I mean, that's basically how it went, yeah. That's actually about right. You missed the one in the back room with the tied up pots. Oh, right here? This one? The one I just got, or was there another one? Light. Yeah, like... There's light now, I guess. I mean, I will say, the Mexican Wars of Independence were pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I'll also say that one of my favorite media depictions of them is not really a depiction of them, but it's closely related to them, and it's the Mask of Zorro, the Antonio Banderas one, which basically centers around the Mexican independence movement. Farron Woods. No hearts? I need hearts. Or a heart. I gotta say, I could always go for watching Zorro again. That's not gonna work, is it? I'm just annoying him. Where's Temple? Okay. No. we go. I could use a shield, you know? Sim says, as a monarchist. That's always a good start. I have and always will advocate for the restoration of the Mexican monarchy under the Iturbide dynasty. Not one that I know of. I don't know enough about Spanish history, broadly speaking. Oh, hello. Dude, nice. First ambassador to Mexico, named Wanset? No, it can't be. That cannot be that French of a name. Poinsett? Poinsett? Whatever. Fan the flames of discord. He tried buying Texas back, and the emperor refused. He encouraged the other generals to rebel. Oh, wow, okay. Keep running into them. I will eventually get used to which button is which. I promise. Santa Anna was one of the rebelling generals. I mean, that makes sense. Right? That makes sense. Oh, jeez. Okay. Did not expect that. I should have. A key! What? Oh, it opens the gate to the Farron Woods. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. And a piece of heart. Yeah. Anyway, cool. Very cool. All right, I'm also going to save again. Just in case. I'm optimistic about our ongoing power situation. The funny thing would be if right now everything turned off. I'd laugh a little bit. I'd be annoyed, but I'd laugh a bit. But we'll see. It's been going well so far. It's been going fine. Which is making me a bit suspicious that it may have been the children messing with something. Which is not a good thing if they were messing with electricity. Which they have been known to do from time to time. They have been known to do that sort of thing. How do we get up there? Huh. No. The Mexican monarchy was briefly restored when Napoleon III invaded Mexico. That's where Cinco de Mayo comes from. Republican Mexican forces defeated a Franco-Spanish-British army. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay, I can't do that, apparently. Or maybe I just suck. Maybe I need to get good. Mexican monarchists petitioned France and promised to pay off their debts if they came to power. They put Maximilian Habsburg on the throne, the younger brother of Franz Josef. Huh. Same Austrian. Hey, I did it. Yay. This is difficult. Really? Maximilian was married to the daughter of Leopold, the second of Belgium, so Belgian and Austria sent troops. Huh. Man, see, this is so outside of my area of historical expertise. I like to only half joke that I have a gap in my historical knowledge that goes between 1977, or sorry, between 1277 and 1977. 1277 is really the last historical moment that I remember in any detail, and that was the various condemnations of some neo-Aristotelian propositions by the Bishop of Paris in response to some students of Thomas Aquinas going too far. This includes the dogmatizing, or I guess doctrination, if you will, the doctrinalizing, I hate this, of the doctrinalizing, if you will, of what's called of the doctrine that God could have, in fact, created other Earths. In other words, aliens are possible per Catholic doctrine, per the ordinary magisterium, which I dig that, love that a little bit. Damn, this is hard. Platforming is not easy in this game. Or really in most Zelda games, but this one in particular. I do need to get better at it. I'm supposed to be finding Mallow. Oh! Balls. But yeah, so like 1277 last year that I remember until then a bunch of other things happened. Like I guess the U.S. was founded. There was that whole like Mexico affair. My parents were born, and then 1977 is when the first Star Wars movie came out, and that's when I start to remember history again. We seem to have landed on the moon at some point, I think. That was pretty cool. Okay, I will say that actually was pretty cool. I'm half joking. I'm joking about the tone there, but we went to Kennedy Space Center with Saoirse a bit ago, which, by the way, I need to work with her on editing together that into another documentary, like we did with the zoo one. If you're in Discord, you may have seen her documentary. I have it up. It's up on my channel, but it's unlisted because it's it's a family thing, and a little fun stuff for family and friends. But if you're in Discord, I did post a link to it at some point, so it's very cute. It was a lot of fun. We recorded a bunch of stuff and made a little documentary from the time we went to the zoo. We have a bunch of stuff recorded for the same thing from when we went to Kennedy Space Center, which should be really cool once we actually get it edited together, and she's going to do some more voiceovers and stuff, so that should be a lot of fun. And we got to see a lot of stuff having to do with the Saturn V, with the Apollo program, including what the hell was that? Including the actual mission control room from when the launch happened, and we got to see like a reenactment, not reenactment, but like a show, a retelling of a show of the initial launch of the Apollo missions. Really cool, really cool. Oh my god, I hate this. Why are we doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why don't I just stop? Why don't I just stop? I should just stop. I should stop. I should stop doing this. Ooh, that is a good question. Probing Grace on Canadian politics. Do you think Quebec should be its own country or remain part of the Commonwealth? That is a very good question. I know that that's rather controversial. The whole like Quebecois secessionism thing. Why are you singing Little Girls from Annie when I mention my kids? Well, because the most visible of my kids is probably the oldest, and that's Saoirse, and she's mischievous, very much like Annie. Oh, hey, there we go. All right, cool, 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 cool. Oh, no. Why? Okay, screw it, let's go to the woods. This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm peeved. You know, a Canadian English YouTuber who says that because he says good riddance rather than genuine petition for their rights. I mean, that's why I'm in favor of Californian succession. Or secession, not succession. I would love to see California secede from the Union. I would also love to see Florida do it, but for completely opposite reasons. I'd like to see Florida secede because I would be rid of Washington, D.C. I'd like to see California secede because then I'd be rid of California. Imagine if U.S. politicians who just speak Spanish. Yeah, it's basically yeah, your point about Canadian politicians literally are required to speak both English and French, which is ridiculous. Really quite silly. Woo, hey, who, you're super. Just buy something, hey. What the hell? Trill's shop. Make a payment at the box near the shopkeeper. Simp, you say that like it isn't already the People's Republic of California. Welcome, hey, buy something, anything. What is this? Oh, they're potions. Okay. Lantern oil. I don't need that. No, okay. I'm not going to buy anything. Thanks, though. I mean, yeah, you totally can steal from the bird. I'm not going to do that. Why would you do that? Why would you steal from the poor bird? Stealing is wrong. Even if it is just a bird with an afro. Ray says, okay, no, Quebec separatism doesn't make sense for so many reasons. It would be really hard to sustain itself functionally as a micronation. It'd also make ground shipping highly complex. That is true. It would kind of split Canada in a way that Floridian or Texan secessionism wouldn't really do. And while, yes, Quebec or Texas or Florida are smallish compared to the United States or Canada, I will insist that they would not be micronations. None of those above would be micronations. They would be normal-sized nations. In that, I mean, Quebec might be an outlier for this, but certainly Florida and Texas have the size and population of a normal, large European nation. Like, Texas is bigger and I think more populated than the UK, than France, than Germany, than Italy, than any of the even relatively large, significant, and powerful nations in Europe. Also, it's militarily stronger than any of them by itself if you just think about like the Texas National Guard. So, yeah, 100%. Help me! Let me out of here, please! I will try. Hey, it worked. Yay. Because Ontario and Quebec make up the middle of Canada together and make Quebec its own country, it would throw an international border in the middle of Canada. That is true. Now, that doesn't have to be true. If you establish like a free trade zone or something, that could be reasonable. That could be just fine. I mean, yes, fine, you might have to deal with some weird custom stuff, but you don't have to. Like, shipping between US and Canada is not that complex, really. And it could, no, to be fair, it could be simpler. It probably should be simpler, but go ahead and come, Link.
Gee, me and that monkey would have been eaten probably. She's actually a pretty nice gal, that monkey. She tried to protect me, so we got captured together. Link, you're not gonna mention this to my dad, are you? He's always telling me never ever go into the forest because he says it's dangerous.
Well, it is. You're right. He's absolutely correct. Oh yeah, the tree that makes it the forest temple in front of you is the husk of the great Kudra. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's actually correct. I think I don't think that's a theory. I think that's actually confirmed, right? Also because the Temple of Time is relatively nearby. So it's like near old Hyrule if you want.
So you really can't tell him? Really? You have to promise.
I didn't promise, but Link. Whose voice am I using? Oh, okay. Russell. My son told me Tallow disappeared into the woods and had not returned. I came as soon as I heard. But it looks like you've brought him home already. I apologize. Such a task should not fall to you. Tell me, have you noticed how strange this wood seems lately? I feel uneasy about what may lie in wait. Anyway, Link, tomorrow is finally the day. You'll be departing for Hyrule. I think it's a good thing I have given this task to you. Good luck and return safely. If you're lucky, you may even get to meet Princess Zelda. Why are we laughing? Okay, so Imsip asks, will my wife ever show up on stream or by chance or play a game with you? She has showed up by chance. Like, she's walked into the room and like said hello and helped out with things and handed me a baby and stuff like that. So geez, that's happened. But actually, like, coming up on stream and chatting and talking about stuff, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, other married streamers, and once in a while the wife walks in, get car keys, ask what they want for dinner, etc. Yeah, that happens. Right now she's playing D&D, so probably not. She's busy. But I'll say, as far as like actually showing up on stream and like playing a game together or something, we've talked a lot about maybe her doing her own channel and us collaborating on stuff. Because or maybe on my channel, her playing a game and me commentating about it and talking about it and us being sort of on a Discord call or whatever. Because there are some games that honestly I don't really want to play, but I'd love to talk about. Like I've never liked the Fallout series. I've never really liked Fallout, but there's a lot of interesting things to talk about in a lot of the Fallout games, and she loves them. So that might be one of those that we would do. Same with Bioshock was another one that I might actually just play on stream, but I might want to have her on and chatting about it and stuff too because she played it a lot more than I have. I only played part of the first one. Now I know all of the like spoilers and stuff, so don't worry. But that might be something we might do. Have her be playing and I'm doing my philosophical yapping, that kind of thing. So that might be fun. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know really. We might do something like that. She also doesn't have quite the setup that I do. She's got like headphones and mic and cam and computer stuff because she plays D&D. She hosts and runs D&D professionally, I might add, by the way. So if you are interested, ask her in the Discord. She runs like professional D&D games here and there. But because she's, like I said, spectacular at it. She does a great job as a DM. So she's got something of a setup. So maybe she could. But then there's also, of course, the threat of a child just sort of wandering through the background of her streams too. So there's that. More so than me here in my office that I use for professional stuff, because this is also where I've done virtual classes for a couple of years too. So there's that. D&D is hard to get into. Okay, so just come into the Discord a little bit. Are you in the Discord? I'll have to tag you at some point next time we're going to do a one shot, because whenever one of our games cancels, like either when I'm running or when she's running or playing it or whatever, whenever we have a cancel night, which means we have a night that's free, usually we will do like a little one shot that's usually a big dragon fight or something. So we've fought through most of the chromatic dragons at this point. I think green is the last one. So if you want to come into a one shot, it would be a relatively high level one, so it might be a little bit tough to jump into the deep end, but could be a fun thing to check out. We do that a bunch. Little one shot D&D adventures. Um, the thing with Fallout that I don't care for is I don't like post-apocalyptic settings. I don't really like that so much, which makes me think that I would like some of the earlier ones, like Fallout 1 and 2. And it's why I kind of like New Vegas more than anything else, is because it's more like post-apocalypse. The whole thing is hopeful rebuilding rather than it's like rebuilding civilization rather than just like surviving in the wasteland, which is a lot more like what 3, 4, and 5 were. Um, and 76 and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd like 1 and 2 more. But New Vegas, I like a lot of the setting. I like a lot of the aesthetics and stuff. At least never played all of it, but friend loves the idea of New California Republic. I don't know enough about it to say for sure. I don't know. Ray says the English weren't in Canada until 1610. They displaced and deported the Acadian French people who were here first. Like deported to where? Like back to France or like further inland to Quebec or that's how the states got Cajuns. Oh, they deported them like back out of Canada, and a lot of them went down to like Louisiana and stuff. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Set it to like look. Set it to tag. Set the notifications to tags only or something, and then I'll find you. I'll find you on there. Is it just ImpSimp or is it something else? Let me know. Just like jump in and let me know who you are. I will alert you next time we're doing a D&D one shot. Grace, you too. I know you've mentioned about wanting to play. It's been a while, so yeah, sure. Um, some of the ones that she's run are unbelievable. Oh, Can We Samurai? Okay, that makes sense. That's you. Okay, gotcha. Um, man, I tell you what, some of the one shots she's run have been a massive party against of relatively high level adventurers against a hell of a boss. And it's the kind of thing that just blows my mind that she's able to actually wrangle all of that and get it to work nicely. It's been pretty great. Like one of the more recent ones, I think we had a party of like 7 or 8 players. And I think we were level what was it? 10, maybe 11 or 12. We were up there. We were really up there. It was against the blue dragon. It's a blue dragon. It was a big party of powerful characters. Like, man, that was I could not manage that sort of thing. I have managed a party of 6, but that is really my upper limit. Beyond that, it's wildly disorganized for me. Like 3 is okay, 4 is ideal, 5 is fine, 6 is really pushing it as far as what I can manage as DM. Um, Erica runs one shots with 7 or 8 characters like it's nothing. It's phenomenally impressive to me. She's much better than I am at the actual running of the game. I'll say that much. I can do more. My strength is in like the behind the scenes kind of stuff and voices. But oh, you changed it. Okay, cool. I'll be able to find it. No problem. But in voices. But she's so good at things like environmental descriptions. She's great at keeping everyone well engaged and stuff in a way that I'm not nearly as good at. Anyway, let's keep on it going, shall we? Mordon Ranch the next day. Mordon Ranch the next day. Hey, Link! Here he comes. We get a time skip by the time he gets here. So, almost time for you to get going, huh, Link? So, how's about we finish up early today, bud? Alright, alright, opponent, where are you? Oh, my noise reduction filter doesn't let me whistle into the microphone, sorry. Daylight today, okay then, let's get started. Daylight today, oh, jeez, there's a timer on me. Oh, there's twice as many goats as last time, too. Get in there. I one escaped, okay. Hey, all they go. Alright, those two left. Way over there. I don't think I'm gonna get it under a minute. Which is, I think, the minigame goal. Ah, jeez. No, I'm definitely not. Stupid goat, just fan off. Go on. Yeah. Always, whenever I'm doing this minigame, I wind up with like one or two that are what really tanks my time. Under 90 seconds, that's nice. Oh, what is the server called? It's called Professor McCoy's Extracurricular Server, I think. Oh boy, but y'all can't herd. I was 132 faster than usual. Wow, really? It usually takes me 3 minutes. Wow, I'm an amateur. Well, that about wraps her up for today. How's about y'all head on over to the mayor's place? Okie dokie. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Warden Village. Hey, Ilya. The mayor's ridiculous mustache. Upon seeing his presumed future son-in-law. Oh, done herding for the day, Link. Well, nice work. Who rides a horse in sandals? The royal gift Russell told you about is ready, so you should get ready for your trip to Hyrule Castle. Ilya is simping hard for Link on horseback. I mean, can you blame her? Look at this dashing young hero, the only one in the village with pointed Hylian ears. You ever notice that? A little weird to me. Now, the royal family requested this gift specifically, so it's real special. It'd be bad if the representative of Ordon were to be late for such an occasion. You get me, lad? The path before you is a long one, my sweet horse, but please bear Link safely along it. Wait, what's this? What's happened? She's injured, isn't she? Yeah, sorry. Link, how could you? You were pushing Epona too hard again. I bet you hurt her leg jumping fences, didn't you? Now, Leah, there's no need to get so hot with them. Father! How can you be so easy on him? You're the mayor. You should start acting like one. You poor thing. Yeah, there's no obvious injury. I assume it's like a twisted, stiff muscle or whatever. It'll be all right, Epona. I'll take you to the forest spring right now. Once we soothe you in the spirit's spring, you'll feel better in no time. Wait, Ilya! Well, without Epona, the gift won't get delivered in time. Well, this won't do. Hey, what do you think? What's a father to do? There's no way you'll be able to deliver our town's gift without Epona. A goat got loose! He dropped his jaw like Ilya was showing too much. Oh, you bastard! Ah, the town's precious livestock. That's why I'm uneasy about leaving the ranch in Fado's hands. If you plant your feet while grabbing it with A, you calm that goat down real quick. If any more goats get loose, you'll be sure to grab them like that. Okay, I mean, hopefully they won't, but who knows. Hey, Russell. Hey, Russell's wife. Oh, hello there, Link. Are you going to start preparing for your departure? It'll seem lonely here while you're gone in Hyrule. You must promise to take care of yourself and try not to do anything beyond your abilities. Hey, Russell. The time has come. Well, Link, can I at least interest you in one serious sword lesson once you return from Hyrule? Yeah, when I get back. Okay, Scorpio. You still can't get over the accents except Russell. What? Russell's the heroic mentor character. He's not going to be all southern like. No, he's the heroic mentor figure. In every southern town, there's the one guy without the serious accent. Everyone knows this. You have talent with a blade. If you were to get proper instruction, I bet you could be a very skilled swordsman. You can let me know once you return, but I want you to give it some serious consideration. Okay. I'm gonna smash your pumpkins real quick. For rupees. Because I want some money. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Russell. See you later. No. He's not regal enough to be King of the Red Lions. That voice. Not quite. Oh, Link. Oh, sorry about my face. The swelling won't go down. Oh, I heard you're going out on an errand for the mayor, boy. Must be nice. Me, I'm restocking again today. It locked. That's weird. Not that weird, actually. Alright. Anything I need to buy? I don't think so. No, we're good. Oh, Link, back again. My dear, I hear you're going to the castle. Is that true? Why, how nice. I'm sure the shops in Castletown are quite ritzy. So, no thanks. See you soon. I think this makes me want to play it again. Next on my list, but I'm currently playing Echoes of Wisdom. How is Echoes of Wisdom, by the way? I have only heard things in sort of vague passing. I've not gotten a serious proper review of it, nor have I really talked to anybody who's really played it. So I'm curious. It looks cool. I've kind of always wanted, like I said last week, I've kind of always thought that the concept of a Zelda game where you're playing Zelda, where it's more magic focused, it's more wisdom puzzly based than heroic adventure kind of stuff, that could be really, really cool. So it's unique and good early in the game. All right, I like I said, I think it's potentially a great idea, and I've thought that for years. Oh, yeah, the new Star Wars game. You forgot about it. No, so did everyone else. Look, man, do you know how much I wanted that game to be good? Like, I've talked about my Star Wars tabletop campaign before, which is on kind of hiatus because I kind of got partially burnt out by it, partially just really busy, to the point where I can't dedicate a day every week to it. Maybe we might come back to it every other week or something like that, but we'll see. But like the whole thing is basically that kind of thing. It's just set, what, 20 years earlier in 14 BBY, and it's also mostly Legends continuity, but you know, whatever. Oh, you did a Star Wars tabletop in college. It was cool. Yeah, no. I honestly, Star Wars was my first tabletop game. It was my first tabletop RPG I played in high school. It was really cool. It was the old D20 system that we started with. Mandalorian Loki stole some of my plot points. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, my campaign was basically Red Dead Redemption 2. So it was basically a group of outlaws, a group of ne'er-do-wells, smugglers and pirates, who who are just trying to keep ahead of the Empire out on the outer rim of the galaxy. As the Empire is sort of consolidating 5 years after the end of Clone Wars. 5 years into the New Order, they're sort of spreading out and they're having to deal with Compnor. They're having to deal with the Imperial Navy, the Security Bureau, intelligence, all the kind of troubles of Imperial law. Kind of trying to track him down. You're a Mandalorian and Secret Sith apprentice doing missions for Darth Vader to kill Darth Maul. Ooh, interesting. See, that's the other thing is, like, my tabletop campaigns, I try to avoid major characters, major canon characters at least, with exceptions, with rare exceptions, and those exceptions are, like, there's a big deal character, and you're working sort of distantly for them, right? Like, what were the examples in this campaign? Who showed up? We had some interaction with the Bad Batch. We had some interaction with some of the other clones. We had some interaction with the ISB and Compnor, but mostly through my own NPCs. We had some interaction with the Inquisitorius. The Grand Inquisitor showed up at one point, but only to, like, flash his lightsaber around and then bugger off. Luthen Rail, because he was actually one of the only really great new characters from Disney canon. Some of the minor characters from, like, Truce at Bakura were on Bakura when we went there. Some of the Black Sun head honchos, but they haven't shown up in person yet. There's only been allusions to Prince Zizor. Yeah, that's as major as the major characters get. I don't think we saw anyone from the films. I had this crazed Dark Jedi they fought twice called Master Makuku. Name I got from Drake and Josh. They're playing ping pong and do low-K racist Asian accents. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I remember that. I think that sounds familiar. But I have played so many games set in the Star Wars universe, like RPGs, where I've created my own characters and NPCs and things, that I just have a whole set of NPCs that I can just draw from, that I don't need to draw that much from canon characters. Makuku, you know? But yeah, so I hadn't really needed to. They probably would, they encountered Saw Gerrera at some point. They would go on to maybe encounter some other early rebel leaders. They might have had some interaction with Garm Bel Iblis. Again, minor character at this point, but movies, etc. I don't know. Sorry if my little tykes were causing you trouble yesterday. I gave them a ferocious scolding, so I hope you forgive them. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, and hey, you be careful on your trip to Hyrule Castle, Link. Okay, I will, thanks. Thank you kindly. Alright, I'm gonna go say goodbye to everybody. I'm trying to think if I should actually do the whole leaving thing. Because I think that's a whole long, uninterruptible scene that might take more than 20 minutes. Get into Star Wars every December. Yeah, like... Hello, doggy. Yay! Hello, doggy. Here, just sit in the chair, Mr. Doggy. I got you on the table. Hi, Link. I heard a rumor about you, so you're going to Hyrule Castle. Isn't that just incredible? How wonderful for you. I suppose I should be apologizing to you for the trouble Tallow and Mallow caused you yesterday. They're a mischievous pair, but they'll always be a pair of angels to their father and me. Thank you so much. Link, you take care and you come back safe. Why is your table so high? She looks like she'd have an accent. Yeah, right. Picking up the doggo is the best thing about this game. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there have actually been a lot of games where you can interact with the animals in a sort of friendly way. I think I love it when games let you do that. It's just so nice and cozy. like with it's like petting the cats in Hogwarts Legacy. I forget if you guys were around for when I was playing that. That was a fun one. I will say that was a really fun game. If only for one, the combat was really well done. It was really good, like Souls light but magic kind of thing. That was great. And then also, just man, the just kind of exploring around Hogwarts and the surrounding area, just like as a longtime fan of Harry Potter, that is just so fun. That's just so cool. Link, are you going to see Ilya? Maybe it's just me, but those guys don't normally let people through. Link, you think we can go see Ilya together? Yeah, let me see if they'll let me through. Link, hello again. Oh, you're going to Hyrule Castle, aren't you, Link? Must be so nice. I want to go to Hyrule too. I mean, there's nothing that looks good on me in this town. Oh, so you want to go shopping? Hey, small bullies.
Hey, we've been waiting for you, Link. Yesterday was so much fun. Yeah, chasing that monkey was great. I was just telling Mallow here about how we wanted to show it to him, but we let it go instead.
He wants uppies. Look at him. He wants uppies. Oh, you didn't get caught, Tallow?
Oh, Colin. Way to spoil everything by telling your dad. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We got scolded by our dad something awful. I thought it was never going to end.
I bet you were trying to see Ilya, aren't you? Well, there's no way I'm gonna let you pass. Oh, hey, neat, Link. Let me borrow that wooden sword. If I'd had that wooden sword yesterday, I could have handled it all alone, definitely. Come on, let me borrow the wooden sword. Right now.
No, for your own kid. For your own sake, absolutely not. Sorry, kid.
What? Why not? It's okay. Just let me borrow it. Look, we're never gonna let you leave here until you tell us we can borrow it, Link.
Are you serious? Like, I can't just walk past you, a pair of small children? Oh my god. This is so stupid. Fine, whatever. This is so stupid.
Yeah. With this thing, I'll show him.
Hey, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. I mean, that's fine. Go fight the dummy. That's fine. Link. Thanks. Those guys are always teasing me. What's so fun about swinging something like that around anyway? I hate it. It's scary. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you, Link. What, learning how to wield a sword like your dad? Like, you're scared of them. What? Anyway, I don't want to learn about swords or anything. But could you teach me how to ride a horse sometime? Can you? Yeah, promise. I'm sure. You ran away. That's fine, I guess, though. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to the spring. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh, speaking of bad things happening. I keep wanting to go back and play around a little bit in Hogwarts Legacy. Even just to sort of like explore around and goof off and do some collectible stuff. That I kind of want to go back to my my non-live stream playthrough. What is? It's just rupees, I think. Link. If you came to take Epona back, you can forget it. Why don't you think about what you've done for a change? I won't open that gate until you change your attitude. Ilya, you don't know what happened yesterday. Listen, I don't know if she'll listen to me, but let me try to explain about Tallow and the monkey, okay? You crawl in through the tunnel in the back while I do, Link. Okay, sure, why not? This is very silly, but fine. Before everything goes horribly wrong, which it will. Oh, never mind. Too late. I don't want to interrupt the cutscene too very much, but I had no idea. I hadn't heard the details about Talos' capture. But Colin... Yap. What? So, you still prefer your master over me, huh, Epona? Don't worry about your horse, Link. Fortunately, it looks like the injury isn't too serious. You two can go on together. But Link... Can you at least promise me this? No matter what happens on your journey, don't try to do anything out of your league. Please? Just come home safely. Aww. What that? That looks out of my league. Definitely out of my league. Hey, Cosmic Nomad, welcome back. Yeah, this looks out of my league. This guy is a very, very cool boss fight later on. Very cool boss fight. One of my favorite Zelda boss fights. Like, in the series. Ah, busy Tuesday nights. Understandable. Understandable. College will do that to you. Trust me, I know. I know. But, I mean, not this week. This week, it's a hurricane. So all of my students have basically the week off, which is a little frustrating because that makes, like, a week and a half worth of me missing things. The Twilight's last gleaming, this is what you imagine. Oh, this is your favorite Zelda game? Nice. I absolutely understand why. It's a good one. Oh. Oh my. Yes, there is a hurricane. It's like... Oh, uh-oh. It's like right over there. Ooh. A weirdo goober monster. A Twilight, technically, but you know. I don't think it's ever been quite clear to me why he transforms. If it's a curse of the Twilight Realm, or if it is like the Triforce protecting him or something. I think it gets answered, right? Midna kind of winds up explaining. I don't remember though. Anyway, as I was saying, speaking of the hurricane, a weird little philosophical schizo theory that I wanted to bring up is the idea that certain natural phenomena, even like weather phenomena, things like hurricanes, things like, yes, let's say discrete storms, let's say, um, bear some of the characteristics of life, per Aristotle. Not all. I would hesitate to call them life forms, like living creatures. But there is something. No. Okay. Um. Oh man, this came out when we were 10. I'm old. This came out when I was 15. I was in high school. Hello there, Snaggletooth. I found you. the the technical term for the kind of thing that a hurricane is, like the modern physics term, is a dissipative structure. But what that actually means in philosophical terminology is that it can be defined by a substantial form. Unlike a lot of non-living natural phenomena, you can't define, for example, a wave, or a breeze, or even a mountain. You can't define them because you can't delimit them, right? You No, I'm currently 33. I'm currently 33. I turned 33 this year. So yes, I had to do the math. But thank you, Erica, for figuring that out for me. You're turning 33 shortly. But yeah. But yeah, it can be defined by its substantial form. Right? Its formal cause is what defines something like a hurricane. Because think about it, a hurricane is wind, right? It's moving wind in a certain structure. As it moves, say in this case across the Gulf of Mexico, the particular air that makes it up doesn't go with it, right? At all, right? Most of it does not. There's almost no air that will be here in a few days that is there over by Yucatan now. Right? It's just the formal structure of the thing that's moving. It's not the particular, the material cause is not moving with it. The material cause is constantly shifting, constantly changing. There is, if you don't, in other words, if you don't have a particular essential form to a hurricane, then you wind up with a really, really bad ship of Theseus problem. Because you can't define the hurricane otherwise, without its form. Oh yeah, the Majora. Yeah, I tend to think that the tribe that created Majora's Mask is the Twilight. Hence, like, look at her mask. But yeah, so it's the problem is the question of whether something like a storm has an internal principle of motion change and development, or if it is entirely caused from outside of itself. And I have to lean a little bit towards the latter, because it's hard to attribute something like a soul to a storm, and a soul in the Aristotelian sense of animate, of being not animate even, but being minimally at least vegetative. Because the powers of the vegetative soul are nutrition and reproduction, and storms, hurricanes do not reproduce. You might say they take in nutrients and they grow. Maybe they are a lower form of life than plants, than merely vegetable life. Something like that. Maybe it's a very minimal form of life, or analogous to life. There's something fascinating about this. I don't know. There's something interesting about this. You can say, honestly, say the same thing about the planet itself, right? That the planet, in some sense, develops and changes itself through plate tectonics, through the heating of the core, through sort of radioactive decay, stuff like that. So maybe there's something like that. Maybe you can say something like that as well. I don't know. It's cool. There's some potentially cool philosophical pondering that we can do about storms and things. Why does her avatar remind you of Eddard from Game of Thrones and Korra from Legend of Korra? I don't know. That is a picture of one of her D&D characters. Of Sean Bain in every universe. Yeah, he's a really good actor. He does his roles well. But yeah, no, that's Sable, one of her D&D characters. One of her favorite D&D characters, I think. I can say that, right? That's fair. I found you. Oh, aren't you scary? Are you sure you want to be doing that? Snarling and glaring at me? Well, that's too bad. I was planning on helping you, if you were nice. That's much better. You humans are obedient to a fault, aren't you? Oops, but you aren't a human anymore, are you? You're a beastie. Imsimp asks why we get a shot of Midna's glutes. Why do you think? I'm going to bring this up to the club that I'm in to discuss random philosophical questions. Please do report back. I'm very curious to see what other philosophers may have to say about this. Particularly if they're approaching from a vaguely Aristotelian perspective, which is, I guess, less rare these days, thankfully. There. You be a good boy and calm down. No need to bite. Zap. You look kind of surprised, hee. So, I bet you're wondering, where exactly are we? Well, I'll make you a deal. If you can get over here, maybe I'll tell you. Oh, a lot of them are Thomists? Oh, awesome. It's midnight, so... so I can dig under there, can I? I can't do that yet. Let me see, can I save? I sure can. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night there, because it's basically midnight. And I gotta go. I still have class stuff to catch up on a little bit. There. I do have to fix up some stuff for class. Like I said, we're missing class this week, so I have to make sure that my students are on top of things. I have to make sure that they are doing the readings, watching the lectures, because we're gonna do a really, really quick catch-up thing. Monica's still awake. I tell you, she fell asleep right here before the stream started. And I had to wake her up because we had to change her. She had to have some dinner and stuff like that, so we had to get her ready for bed, and now she's still awake. This is what happens when she naps, even for like a half an hour. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, we always play this game in the fall. Oh yeah, no, it's a good game for the fall. It really feels like a good game for the fall. I shouldn't have let her nap. What was I gonna do about it? Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Come say goodnight to the internet, Monica. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, there's the microphone. There she is. Okay, say goodnight. Monica, say goodnight.
No.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining. Have a good one. Don't be safe, even though there is a hurricane. Be well. More importantly, be good. Good night. Wave. Wave. Up here. Bye.